When the body's exposed to a hot application, it causes the peripheral vessels to vasodilate, which means they get bigger. They fill with blood and lymph. And then following that hot application, you administer a cold application. What that does is vasoconstrict. It makes those vessels narrower. And that kind of creates this pump in the body alternating between the periphery, the outer aspect of the body, with the internal organs. So this mechanism can be really beneficial to utilize for detox. So to utilize this, you can start with something as simple as 3 minutes of a hot exposure or a warm exposure even, and then alternate that with a shorter cold exposure. So for example, this might start with something like 3 minutes in the steam room, 1 minute in the cold shower. You can start with this and work your way up to longer durations, up to about 10 minutes of a hot application or hot exposure, and alternate that with a cold exposure. You can do this 3 to 5 times, but you always want to end on cold. We want to end on cold because that keeps our body nice and refreshed, awake, and it promotes that circulation throughout the body and actually decreases inflammation. You don't need to have fancy tools like a sauna or a steam room at a gym. You can even do this with things as simple as wet towels. And remember that longer is not necessarily better. We want to make sure that we are empowering our bodies to do what they do naturally in order to detox. So if you're feeling a little bit depleted after one of these sessions, back down in terms of duration. If you have any questions about this topic, feel free to reach out to me, and I hope to see you in the clinic.